When are you using the Lansford, North Dakota? Brother, you don't want to get me started on this because you know that I did see the conversation. Oh, get owned. So what was the conversation? There is a class of people out there that for whatever reason are real estate, I don't want to say bubble deniers because I don't want to use the B word. They deny the idea that real estate is more expensive relatively now than it was 30 years ago for whatever reason because it doesn't serve them well, okay? Regardless, this was someone who said, here's a house you can buy for $15,000 in Lansford, North Dakota. Sure, it needs a little bit of fixing up, but literally they're like the average job in Lansford, North Dakota pays like $40,000 a year. So after tax, you could pay it off in 1 year. All of the replies were like, I don't want to live in Lansford, North Dakota, though. It's 45 minutes away from a town whose downtown has one coffee shop and a community center. Then they would reply, the original poster would always reply, hey, there's nothing wrong with living in a small town. Their words, not mine. Once you get out of your let's get crunk phase, it can be nice to have land and settle down. Sure, that's true. Then people said, I mean, I shouldn't say it's true. I should say I agree with that to some extent, but I think they're not responding to the argument in question, which is basically that, like, you know, some houses cost less because the house sucks and the place that they are is not desirable. Otherwise, the price would go up because of supply and demand. Also, they were like, we don't want to live with you in Lansford, North Dakota. And this guy was like, oh, I don't live in Lansford, North Dakota. Then why is your ass proselytizing Lansford, North Dakota? Like literally you're saying it's not even good enough for me to live there. It's like population 934 or something like that. That dude didn't even live there, but he was like, hey, quit complaining about the fact that in any population center with over like 100,000 people in the United States, houses cost like 40 times the annual salary pre-tax. You could just go live in Lansford, North Dakota instead, like me, except I don't even live there. Doesn't make any damn... 200 people is not even 900 people? Your ass got to connect to the internet via Starlink? Like, I don't know why people like... I guess it's because... It feels good online when people agree with you. I was going to say, like, I don't understand why people online will just make, like, unforced errors like that. Oh my God, their squad is just mine, but better. Did you see where he said that homeschooling is the way to go and doctors were overrated? Listen, I didn't see that. I think that there was kind of like an inference there that was what was happening. But now listen, this is the tricky part. Because at some point it's like, you got to go. But I think we win this round. I think we win this. I'm betting on us. How did he get from the NBA to this? Somebody asked. That's how I got there. Listen, it's not false to say that you can, as you get older, what you desire out of a residence changes. Your idea of a good neighborhood might be more based on things like, are the schools here good? Is there a good grocery store nearby? Is this walkable? It might be less like, I don't know, I was going to say like, what's the nightlife like? But that's even like kind of insulting because I'm sure there's lots of young people out there who are like, I don't base where I live on the nightlife. I base where I live on, you know, what's the nicest neighborhood that my ass can afford. It's fair to say, though, that your priorities change as you get older. At the same time, if Lansford, North Dakota was a nice place to live, more than 200 people would live there. It's supply and demand, brother. I'm not insulting North Dakota. The pictures that they showed of North Dakota were beautiful. But I'm just saying he didn't show a $15,000 house in like another city in North Dakota that I could definitely name. He was talking about Lansford, okay? I just don't like when people are like, there's no such thing as like real estate being too expensive. You just have to want it more. And then they go to like Zillow and sort low to high. And then they're like, check out this crack house in a place where nobody lives. There's a reason why. Sure, I get the idea that like, it's annoying to hear that like houses are expensive and you're like, where are you looking? And you're like, downtown Manhattan. But like, that's where people want to live. And they're just complaining. Like you don't have to make it like part of your identity. Like my thing is always like, if you live in Lansford, North Dakota, or a town like it, and living in Lansford, North Dakota is like so fulfilling, then you shouldn't be online arguing with people that are trying to buy a house in San Francisco because that happens to be where their job is. You should be out enjoying the acreage that you bought or something like that, not posting like, life here is so good, I'm saving so much money, you are a fool and an idiot. Because why are you, they're out eating tuna tataki tacos and, you know, having a fun time. Your ass is arguing online. It's a bad, if you really love the place where you live, it's a bad advertisement assessment for it. Because your ass isn't doing anything except getting rankled online. Although, maybe it's if you don't want people to move there, then it's good to make people that live there seem insufferable. But if you want the value of your house to increase, you should be out there going like, everybody move to Lansford. We just got the serves food now. People will be like, holy shit, I gotta go to Lansford, man. The coffee shop sells sandwiches. Is this why you were shit talking Sook? Two fucking A&W ass having Sook audacity to say there's two distinct municipalities, Sook and East Sook. Sook has 21,000 people. East Sook has 4 people. That's seceded for some reason. We like Coffee Way more than we like Tim Hortons. Okay, make your own fucking principality. See if I care. I'm thinking.